Yeah. Does it just give me a minute?
Sure, no problem.
I can end the call? Okay. You, how, how do I end the call? Okay, once then call me. Yeah. Okay. Then. I'm sharing my screen now, sir.
Mm.
Nazin, can you see my screen?
Yes, it's visible now.
Okay, okay. So I'll just go through the introduction. Okay. So in LMS, the most frequent terminologies that we use is user. User is a person who is a learner basically. They log into the system with the from the user interface. Okay.
Okay.
Admin is nothing but an administrator who manages trainings. Instructor, the trainer is called as an instructor who takes trainings and who takes trainings through the classes. Okay. Items, items are nothing but courses. Okay. And
Okay. Kiran,
yeah, sorry,
uh, uh, can you see audio settings on Zoom?
sorry.
Can you see audio settings on Zoom at your side?
Mm, one second, one second.
There is a noise suppression setting there.
Where exactly?
You see the mic, the arrow chevron behind the mic, like right side of it.
One second.
Yeah, so
This
this
one,
is
this one.
yeah, this one chevron. Click on the chevron. Yes, audio settings.
Audio
Want to
settings.
see? Is there something called suppression?
Zoom background noise removal suppression.
Try to click.
Okay.
Try to say something.
I said the Zoom background noise removal.
Wow, beautiful. Now I cannot hear anything background
Oh,
noise. Only you.
oh, okay, okay, okay. I was not. That's what I was thinking. For Zoom, why we are getting this? Even for the other profiles also.
I can hear you both guys.
Okay, okay, okay.
Now it is completely clear for me.
Okay. I was going through this. Like items are nothing but courses in success factors. Classes, class is an instance of an item. Okay. So each item, for example, let me assume, I'll give some simple examples only through these sessions, like
Mhm.
Microsoft Excel. Okay. I'm doing a training for Microsoft Excel. and this training is conducted for different batches.
Okay. Kiran, you're not audible.
Kiran, you're not audible for me as well.
I think some network issue.
Kiran, you're not audible.
Is my voice clear now, Nazim?
Yes, yes, completely clear.
I don't know what happened at that time. Okay, fine. Okay. I was talking about classes. Okay. Class is an instance of an item. So hope you understood the example, right? Microsoft Excel and the batches.
The entire example was not audible.
Okay, okay. Now, okay, fine. So let me take an example of a Microsoft Excel. Okay, let's take success factors LMS training. Okay. Success
Hmm.
factors LMS training is nothing but an item. Okay.
Okay.
And success factors LMS training I'm conducting in different batches for different people.
Hmm.
Okay. Each batch I call it as a class.
Okay.
Clear?
Hmm.
Hello.
Yes, 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 you're audible.
Okay, 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 fine. So, and the enrollments and everything will be done in the class, basically.
Okay.
Okay. And next, assignment profile. So, assignment profile is nothing but basically when we create a item or a class, sorry, item or a course. Okay. So, instead of manually assigning the course to the employees, okay, we
Hmm.
assign system automatically assigns the courses to the employees through assignment profiles. We create certain rules. For example, uh, for this job code, I need this item to be assigned to the employee. Okay. So whenever system finds a job code, okay, uh, then system will automatically add the item to the employee when it finds a job code. Okay. Another example is when the employees join the organization, they are required to complete certain courses. Okay.
Right.
So, there'll be thousands of employees in the organization, right?
Hmm.
Each department wise, it varies, right? The trainings, department wise, job role wise, for any other skill set wise, it varies. So through assignment profiles, whenever system finds the new hire which matches the department, job code, or any other criteria, uh, system assigns the courses according to their employee profile. Okay,
Okay.
through so that's how the assignment profile functionality works. Curricula, curricula is nothing but a group of items. Okay, so when we are working on such, I'll take an example of Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office consists of Excel, PowerPoint, Word, and any other some more Microsoft products related. Okay,
Hmm.
each course Like, for example, Microsoft Excel, I'll consider it as an item. Microsoft PowerPoint, I consider it as uh, what do you say? Item. So I want these 3 or 4 items like PowerPoint, Excel, Word, all together the employee has to take. So instead of individually assigning the item, I group all the common courses specific to that uh, entity, and I'll create a curricula and I will assign it to them. Okay. Is it fine with curriculum? Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. Um, and other requirement,
काय करतोय
another requirement about curricula is, um, uh, for example, let me take safety awareness course. Okay. In the organization, the safety awareness course or security related courses, employers to take this course annually every year.
Hmm.
Okay. So this year have completed the course. Okay. Next year, administrator will not have a count of all the employees. So every time they cannot go and see which employee completed the
असं नुसतं बाबे आगाव माझं
course, right? So in that
आगाव आहे
scenario,
बाबा.
I think Vinod, your
बाबे आगाव आहे.
microphone is on. Wait, I'm gonna text him.
shall I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay, okay. So what happens? System
Hey, 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 no, 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 no.
Vinod,
दुसरं पुन्हा गेलं पाहिजे.
I'll ping him.
काय? थोडं दमान थोडं दमान मी सांगितलं पण बरं सगळं ठीक आहे ना म्हणलं पाहिजे हो हो मी जरा आज पुढे मारल्यामुळे केलं मी माहिती का तुला शेवटी मिशन सक्सेसफुल
Just pinged him.
It's completely in the family.
आपण ए पैसे तिकडे इकडे हो बाहेर चालली मी कसे बसले होते
Yeah, you moved it. Okay, okay, okay. So, as I'm saying, the employee completes the training this year, and they need to
पुढं
take the training every year.
असं पण म्हणलं
Okay.
होतं पहिला हा
Still right?
पण असं पण म्हणलं होतं
I think somebody has to call him.
कसलं होतं आपण
He's not answering the call as well.
I'm calling him as well. I think he's just saw the message.
Sorry, suddenly it got on mute.
No problem. Yes, Kiran. And Kiran, you can be a little fast as well. That's not a problem. I think it's
Okay, okay. And when it comes to library, library is nothing but group of items. Okay.
Mm.
So, for example, we are from different departments, like HR, IT, or finance. Okay. So there are certain courses that are respective to the particular department. Okay. So I don't want HR related courses to be accessed by finance. Finance related courses are accessed by HR. Okay, and these are there are many courses will be part of each department. We create a library, and the employee should be able to access only HR related course. Okay, this is for self registration, self accessing of course. Okay, so for that we use library. Programs are nothing but sequential, like it's like a syllabus, academic syllabus. There will be many sections. Each individual section will have different actions. Okay, so employees have to complete all the sections pertaining to that course. So that's how programs will come. I'll explain you more detail how the programs will be. Assessments. Assessments are nothing but exams or quizzes. So quiz is a low level and exam is a high level. So exams you're going to take, for example, exams are basically taken based on, for example, you want to take LMS certification. Okay, LMS certification is an exam. Okay, if I'm trying to ask you certain questions only on a certain topic, like what is a program, what is a assignment profile. If you want to ask certain questions related to that particular topic, for that we create a quiz. But if you want to for certification kind of, we'll create an exam. Security
Okay.
domains actually controls what access administrators will have. Okay. And in LMS, users may be employees, contractors, vendors, customers, any of these people. And this also includes managers, HRBPs, and trainers, instructors. Okay. And how do we log into success factors? You know it. I'll skip this.
Hmm.
I'll also skip this. So item classification. 1 second. Okay. So item classification. Sorry, the reason why I said 1 second is like in my laptop, my office, they're installing a software. They're asking me some updates in between.
No issue.
So item classification. So we have different classifications of items. Okay, like online, instructor-led, blended, and other classification. So online is nothing but e-learning related course. Instructor-led, as mentioned here, it's a classroom-based course. It might be a virtual-based training like Zoom, or it can be taken through a physical training. Okay, blended is a combination of e-learning as well as instructor-led training. Example, the employee has to go through some instructor-led training. Thereafter, they have to take some assessment.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's an example of blended. Other classification is related to task, SOPs, or documents. For example, an employee is working in the manufacturing department and they have to complete certain steps. Example, like they have to operate a machine. To operate a machine, they have to complete certain steps, switching on the machine, putting some oil, cleaning the machine. So there are different steps that are required to operate a machine. That's a simple example. Another example is like in a pharmaceutical. So they have to complete a procedure. To complete that procedure, they have to follow certain steps. Okay. So those steps will be observed by an observer. The employee will be doing the steps, and observer will observe it, and observer will uh, observe those tasks and give a course completion based on the task completion. Okay, so that's the difference. 1 second. Next. Okay. Item ID. Item ID is an item will consist of three fields. Item ID, item type, division date and time. Okay. This is an example here. Course is nothing but the item type. Safety is nothing but the item ID. And this is nothing but the revision date. So each course, this might have a revision. Okay. So the revision, uh, for example, the safety awareness course, I'll give the same example. This year, it's a version 1. Next year, it's a version 2. So for the version 1, the employee will be taking the training this year. For version 2, there might be more questions added in the version 2. So employees might need to take the next version. So we'll create versions with the date and time. Okay. And to identify what kind of course it is, we differentiate by item type. Okay. This is an example. Let me
Okay.
go to the next. So classes, I think it will be boring if I explain you directly here.
No, we
So
can talk about
sorry.
if there are any till system comes, or maybe in the next class system will be there. We
Yeah.
can.
Okay. Okay. So you mean shall we continue or?
We should continue. If you have any concept that you may think that if I understand, it will be easier for the class.
Okay. Okay. I'll try to explain the same thing. Okay. A class is a specified event. As I said before, it's a badge. Okay. And item may have many active classes at any time. Okay. And each class will have time slot. Okay. Times are nothing but blocks of time that make up a class. For example, there is a class that is scheduled today, and the class is breaked up into two sessions. One is 9 to 12, and 12 to 1 is break, and 1 to 4. Okay. So 9 to 12 is one time slot, and 1 to 4 is called another time slot.
Okay.
Okay. And if you see here, item, this is the item, and this is the class. This 159 is a unique ID that is created for every class. Okay. And employees can, we have the various tabs: email notification, registration, seat reservations, agenda, special requests. Okay. So there are various tabs part of a class. Again, you can see here the class, you can see a start date and end date. Okay. Who is the instructor? Location, facility. Facility is nothing but the place where the training is conducted. For example, uh, let me take an example of a Microsoft Office. Okay. I mean, Microsoft building basically. Okay. In the Microsoft building, there are different conference rooms. Okay. The Microsoft building is a facility, and the conference rooms are locations. Okay. And we can see how many people are enrolled, how many people are waitlisted, uh, how many open seats are available, and the class is active or not. So this is how a class will be available. Hope you understood something about this class.
Yes.
Okay, let me go to the curriculum. So as I said, curricula is group of one or more items that are assigned and tracked as a group. Okay. A curriculum may also be used for retraining. Retraining are nothing but refresher training. So have you heard the terminology refresher training?
Yes.
Okay, then it's right. In success factors, we call it as retraining. Okay. A curricula can also have subcurricula. Okay. Once the subcurricula is completed and then the contents of the parent curricula are completed, then the overall curricula is said to be complete. Okay. And one more primary difference between item and curricula is, so item we can generate a certificate, but for curricula we cannot generate a certificate. Okay. In the curricula we have individual items. Those items will for that we can get a certificate.
Okay.
Okay. In curricula, we have event based and calendar based. Okay, event based and calendar based has different functionality. I'll not explain now. I'll explain in the system so that you'll understand it.
Okay.
When we come to this topic, I'll explain. Programs also I'll explain during the topic.
Okay.
And assignment profiles, as I said, it's a way to dynamically assign and unassign items, curricula, programs, user groups, or a role to the users. So, one small example. Currently, I'm into this job code. Based on my job code, any of this here, like right, there are more entities apart from this: libraries, coupons, curricula, items, programs. Okay, this can be assigned based on your job code when we create an assignment profile. So when I change my job code, okay, when the job code is changed, as part of my job code, there are certain courses that are assigned to me. Okay. For example, there are 4 courses. Out of 4 courses, I have completed 3 courses and 3 courses are in progress. Okay. So when the job code is changed, the in progress courses that are part of your profile will be removed because you are moved out of this job code and those courses are no more relevant to you. Okay. So that's one of the functionality that assignment profile is.
Okay.
Okay.
That
And these
makes
are
sense.
the things which we can assign to the employees through assignment profile. I'll move forward. It's fine, right? Assignment profile?
Yes, that makes sense completely. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So learning assignment methods. So how can we assign courses to the employees? So what are the various methods that are available? Okay. Users can self-assign courses. Users may be assigned one or more items or curricula by an administrator, by their manager, or self-assigned by searching in the library. So I was telling about library, right? So the library will be accessible to the users. If there are any courses that are part of the library, employee can self-assign the courses. Okay. Manager can also assign the courses if it is part of the library. Okay. Or else administrator can assign the courses manually. And there are automated methods uh, like manage assignments tools. This I'll tell you while showing it. Through this manage assignment tool, what all options are available. Okay, like we can assign curricula, we can assign program, we can assign item. Free floating item is nothing but an item which are directly assigned by the administrator. Assignment profile, which I already told you in my previous stream. Okay, the items curricula program. Okay, those can be automatically assigned. Online content. Okay, online content is nothing but e-learning related content. Okay, the content is stored in a iContent server. So iContent server is provided by SAP. It is we can the capacity of the iContent server is 25 GB, which is free given by the license. If you want more storage, then we have to contact SAP and we have to buy the storage.
So 25 GB is assigned with the license.
Yeah, through the license, we get 25 GB free of high content storage. Anything beyond 25 GB, then we have to procure from SAP paying more amount.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So the I content, uh, once that, for example, there is a PDF. Let me assume this the PowerPoint presentation which I am showing you. You're going to take it through e-learning. Okay. What I'll do is I'll add this PowerPoint presentation in a high content server. Then a
Mm.
URL will be created specific to this high content, and I'm going to create a content object. Content object is a medium between item and the storage. So through content object, I'm going to add the URL in the content object and add the content object to the item.
Mm.
Okay. When the item is assigned to the users, the URL will be accessible through the content object. For a user, they will not see what content object is, what content package is, what item is. So when they click on that URL, it directly takes to this PowerPoint presentation. But as an administrator, we should know that a content object lies behind the system, and through this
Mm.
content object, the course is being accessed through the URL. Okay.
Okay.
Content package is nothing but group of content objects. Okay. I'll show that in the system what how it looks like. Hope this is fine.
Yes.
Okay. Assessments. So exams will consist of set of questions. Okay. The
Mm.
questions can be built separately in the system through question library. So
Okay.
we have a node in LMS in the menu. So all the questions that we create will be part of the question library, which can be reused part of different exams.
Mm.
Okay, the same question can be reused in different exams. Okay, so that is about quiz. Sorry, exam. Quiz is nothing but, as I told you, it's a short-term assessment.
Mm.
Okay, the difference between quiz and exam is like, in quiz, you cannot reuse the questions. Every time you create a quiz, you always have to manually create questions in the space. Okay, whereas in
Okay.
exam, you can reuse the questions from the question library.
Okay.
Okay, and one more different is variant. We call a concept as variant. Okay, a same question can be asked in a different way. Okay, for example, uh, what is the color of apple? Okay,
Okay.
color of apple is red, white, yellow, green. Okay,
Mm.
sorry, red, something orange. So out of which there is one option called red is the right answer. Okay, how
Right.
does apple looks like? Sorry, is apple a red color? Yes or no? Yes. So the same question is asked in a different way, which we call it as a variant. Okay,
Okay. So basically, paraphrasing, you mean?
sorry.
We can we can paraphrase the question and we call
Yeah,
it a very.
variant. Okay. So when the exam is assigned to the employee, so exam is assigned through item to the employee. So system picks any of the variant because
Okay.
it's the same question asked in a different way. Okay. And one more difference between the quiz and exam is, mm, in exam we have objectives. For example, there are 50 questions that are available for this exam, which we built in the system. After 50 questions, the exam, 20 questions are only applicable. Okay. So when you write an exam, only 20 questions need to be conducted, need to be taken. Okay. System will randomly pick 20 out of 50 questions for the user when they are taking the exam.
Mm.
Okay, whereas in quiz we don't have that facility in quiz, and most of the organizations will always use exams. They'll not prefer quiz, uh, because exam has more functionalities. Okay, clear.
Yes.
So I was this, We'll explain the same thing, whatever I have told.
Hmm.
Surveys. Surveys are nothing but feedback. So when
Hmm.
I complete a course, the organization want to take a feedback. Okay, how is the course? How is the content of the course? How is the instructor? Is the instructor able to provide proper information? Okay. Okay. Um, so we are going to take a feedback once a course is completed. Okay. So there are different levels of feedback. Okay. One is course feedback and is follow-up survey. I'll talk about this master of content later. Okay.
Okay.
Course feedback is nothing but the immediate reaction survey. Okay.
Hmm.
Once I complete my course, I'm going to take a feedback. Okay. Follow-up survey is nothing but application of learning. Okay. Let's take this LMS example. Right now, once after completing the training, you're going to give a feedback about the LMS training. Okay.
Yes.
Follow-up
Hmm.
survey is nothing but after a period of time.
Hmm.
Okay. How well you are equipped with the success factors LMS concepts. Okay.
Okay.
For that, I'm going to take a feedback
Mhm.
with certain questions. Okay.
Okay.
If you see here, application of knowledge that gained during the training is evaluated through course feedback questions. Okay, and the follow-up feedback can be taken by the employee as well as manager. Manager can also give a feedback about the training. So the employee after the application after certain period of time. Okay, and mastery of content. What mastery of content is? It's a pre-test and post-test. Okay, when you're taking a training, before that, I'm going to put a test in the form of a quiz or an exam, asking you certain questions about the training. And post-test is conducted after completing the training.
Okay.
Okay. Security domain. So security domain, as I mentioned in the first, security domain restricts the certain entities access to different administrators. So if you
Okay.
see this example, okay, root, security domain A, security domain B, A1, A2, B1, B2. Okay, root, let us take this as a corporate. Okay, in my corporate, I have two divisions.
Hmm.
Okay, division 1 and division 2. In my division, I have two departments. Okay, in another division, I have two departments. Okay, so if it's a huge organization, this particular department will have one administrator. This particular department will have one administrator, and the
Hmm.
division administrator will be able to access both A1 and A2. Okay, the person who is sitting will be able to access the complete.
Okay.
So through this, we are going to group this and create a security domain group. So domain A will be one group. Domain A and B will be this A1 and A2 will be one group. This
Hmm.
B1, B2 will be one group. Domain B will be one group. And this domain A and B can also be one group. So it depends on how you want to restrict the access to the administrators.
Hmm. Right.
Okay,
Hmm.
shall I move forward?
Yes, please.
Automatic process models. Okay, APMs. So these are nothing but jobs.
Hmm.
Okay, these jobs are, for example, I will talk about this assignment profile which I spoke to you initially. Okay, have created an assignment profile with certain rules. Okay, I'll run it for the first time as an administrator. So if I want to schedule that assignment profile to run based on a frequency, this assignment profile automatic process assignment profile will run based on the schedule that we apply, and it picks the employee's data and the job code, and it will assign the courses accordingly. Okay, if you don't schedule this automatic process, the assignment profile which you have created and executed once will always be once. It will not run regularly. Okay, once we execute this assignment profile job, it checks the assignment profile and it runs based on the frequency that is set here, and it will assign the courses accordingly. Similarly, we have many other automatic processes. For example, another example is learning plan notification. So learning plan notification is nothing but today there are some courses that are assigned to you. If I run that, if I schedule that learning plan notification, system checks the courses that are assigned to you today based on the schedule, and it sends a notification to the employee saying that these courses are assigned to you and these courses you have to complete by this date. Okay, we'll have based on the template, the data, the template content will be sent to the employee through learning plan email notification. Other example is, so a course is assigned to you, okay, and you have to complete that course within a specific time duration. Okay, for example, the course is assigned to you on 26th June, and you have to complete the course on 30th June. Okay, not 30th June. Let's take some more time, like July 30th. Okay, you don't remember that I have to complete this course by 30th July because there might be many courses that are part of your profile. So there is a overdue reminder notification based on the parameters that we set in the overdue reminder notification. For example, the first notification that I want to send like 10 days before the due date. System checks the due date of the employee for that particular course 10 days before. It sends the first notification. Thereafter, I want to send this notification to the employee every 2 days until they complete the course.
Okay.
Okay. So system checks every 2 days the employee's profile, and it sends the notification saying that the course is due for completion. So that is overdue notification that is scheduled through this automatic process module API. I hope those examples are fine.
Yes, Kiran. I'm able to basically get to the idea of LMS now. It making sense to me.
Okay, fine. And the reports. So there are various reports, standard reports that are available in the system related to item data, course data, like enrollments, okay, quizzes, exams, audit reports, okay. So there are various standard reports that are available in the system. I'm going to show some admin reports that are available. And these reports can also be scheduled to a SFTP location. So do you know what is SFTP, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I
So
have never used it. I just know about it.
okay.
Got a chance
So
to use.
SFTP is nothing but a intermediate location, storage location, temporary intermediate storage location, where you're going to place the files in that particular location to be consumed by a third party.
Okay.
Okay. So, for example, when I talk about these reports, okay, I'll schedule this, for example, course completions. Okay, I'll add it into the SFTP. Okay, so I don't in LMS we right now we have story reports which we can build dashboards, but in LMS directly we cannot build dashboards. Okay, so there is third party like BI tool, Power BI. We'll place the file completions data in in the SFTP. The Power PY will go to the SFTP location and will pick the completions. Okay. And to create a dashboard, they want to create a dashboard based on like how many people have completed in a month, how many people have completed this particular course in this department. Okay. All those data will be available in the completion report. Okay, so for that we use this as FTP. Okay, one more example is uh, we users are created in LMS separately. Okay, we will push the users from EC or the platform, basically from the platform to LMS. Okay, when we are sending the data from platform to LMS, this SFTP we are going to take it as an intermediate location. We place from the platform, the file will be placed in SFTP. There is a concept called connectors.
Okay.
The connector in LMS, it's a scheduled job. Okay, we'll go and check the SFTP at that particular time. It will pick the file and it will process the file in LMS. So that's one more use of this SFTP.
Okay. So basically, it will take from the mini master, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
not I mean the employee central is not a mini master, but from the employee profile basically, we'll place the employee profile file in SFTP. From there, the LMS picks the data and updates in
Oh,
LMS.
okay. So basically, LMS does not have to do anything with Employee Central, but Employee Profile.
Yes, basically we push the data using employee profile or employee central related data to LMS. I'll tell you why and how it can be done.
Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
so that's all about reports. So this is an high level overview of success factors functionality. Okay, the same
Okay.
things like system configuration related I have not shown here because it's not needed, because I'm going to, because this gives an overview of how the functionality works. So I'm going to cover the system configuration during the training.
Sure. We can take it up in the next class when the system is available.
Yes, yes. So initially, I'll not go to the configuration. I'll go through the concepts. At the same time, when it is needed, I'll show you the configuration steps. LMS
Okay.
is quite different from the other modules.
Uh, okay.
If I directly go to the configuration, you'll not understand.
Hmm. Right.
Okay. So can I check with Vinod? Vinod, are you
No,
there?
yeah, I am the host of this session now, so we can end the call. No problem.
Okay, we can end the call, right? Okay.
Yes.
Uh, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, suddenly I have some trip. Okay. Will not
Mhm.
be available. I already informed Vinod. Vinod might have already told you, right?
Yes.
Okay. So anytime next week, if you think that you're available post 7 p.m., okay, you
Mhm.
can message me and we'll try to connect. If I'm available, definitely I'll try to connect. If we want that schedule to continue daily, then
Mhm.
we'll connect daily.
Sure. Actually, I will give my timings to Vinod and he can forward it to you for the daily timings as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think he'll create a WhatsApp group.
Huh.
Maybe we can connect through that WhatsApp group as well. No issues.
Sure, Kiran. Okay.
Anything works out. Okay.
Okay.
So how are you feeling this session?
Good. Actually, see, I have implemented multiple systems, okay, from the talent acquisition perspective, but I have attended couple of sessions in LMS as well during the requirement gathering. But that was a gray area for me. But as you explained, it is making complete sense to me that we are going to follow a step-by-step approach to understanding it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm completely confident here. But let's see in the sessions. Okay. You might be receiving a lot of questions from me.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's not a problem. So I'm into LMS from last 5 to 7 years. So
Okay.
I have worked on multiple implementations for Saudi Arabia.
Huh.
I was in Saudi Arabia for a certain period of time also.
Okay. Okay. Good. So basically, Kiran, we will do one more thing after maybe when we complete our training, maybe one session or two session on the system that the LMS is implemented on in my system, my company system. We can go through that as well. Just a quick look, because once the training is complete, I will be able to understand the configurations. Okay, I hope so. And maybe you can give me, or I can basically go through the system. If I have any question related to it, I'll ask you.
Yeah, LMS configuration is quite simple. It's a one-time setup. It will not change very frequently. Okay, even there is a rollout, it doesn't change much. Apart from the, for example, if you are rolling out for different countries or different company codes, okay,
Mm.
it doesn't make much difference. We can roll it very easily.
Okay, okay. Got it.
Okay, okay. Fine, Nazim.
Okay. Thank you, Kiran, and have
Yeah,
a good night.
yeah, yeah. You too.